Hello and welcome back for another episode. This time we're going to look what's happened with the OneDrive for Business the last 2 months. A lot of new features and a new client has arrived. So, number 1, the new client for both PC and Mac with the possibility to sync SharePoint libraries. Finally. And to do that, you can do selective sync, of course. And you can sync from the Teams folders for documents, and you can also sync from the Office 365 groups as well. We'll see how that works later on. We also have the Activity Center that is now available for the latest OneDrive sync client. That gives you the detailed visibility to the most recent sync activity and status. You just simply click the OneDrive icon in your system tray or in Finder if you're using Mac to see the sync status of your files and also activity. Not only your own activity, but you will also see the activity with other people that you share your files with. We also have the new onboarding experience, and that's for users that are new to OneDrive, or the first log on actually. The new onboarding experience will guide them through common stuff like uploading documents, using the mobile app, and collaborating with others. We also have simplified sharing of this. So when users share files, then they'll see a simplified sharing experience that will keep them better informed of the scope, what they are sharing, and explicitly calls out if the recipients are external to organizations, so they really know who they are distributing the information to. The sharing pane also allows them to easily modify this and have the ability to set expiration duration on anonymous guest links if they want to. We also have the streamlined guest access, so when you're sharing to an external users and you require authentication for that user and they don't have an Office 365 account or a Microsoft account, they will have a much better experience, a much more simpler account setup process that gets them to the files more rapidly. And we have the admin portal. And this will help you as an admin to better manage sync and sharing options. The admin center controls how and from where a user will access the files on OneDrive. So we have our Windows 10 client with the new OneDrive installed. We go to our SharePoint site. We have some files we want to download offline. Just press for the sync to the library, and it will trigger the OneDrive client on your computer. Now you have the opportunity to actually sync which files, and if they have a lot of folders within this one, you can pick and choose for those folders and just click Start Sync. And that would download that library. As you can see here, you get a notification. Click this one and you will open up the OneDrive. You will see you have Bonnie Cloud, that's the tenant name, and you have the library that you want to offline. So this is one library. If you're going for another library, let's say we're going for the Facilities tab here, we have another document library. I want to synchronize this one as well. Yes. There you go. Start synchronizing this one. And now it's synchronizing. And you have another folder on Bonnie Cloud. So this is the SharePoint libraries you're synchronizing, and this is your personal OneDrive that you're synchronizing. So you will have 2 different tabs in the Explorer. So, what if I want to share the files from here? You can do it directly from here. Just right-click in the document and more OneDrive sharing options. So we're going to go for that, and we'll actually open up the web page for your OneDrive. And also open up the dialog for the sharing. So if I'm taking an internal user I want to share with the specific file, actually this is actually the folder. I can also share it with an external user, and it will also tell me that this is outside of your organization. Share everything in the folder, even if you have unique permissions beneath it before. Require sign in and send an email invitation. So I'm gonna do all that, and I'm gonna make sure that I can only view the files. And that's it. So I'm sharing this one. Now it's updating, and now the sharing is changed. So I can see that it's not only me that I can see those documents in this folder. If I then go to details, I will get a nice view who is actually able to see this stuff. I can go for allow edit or stop sharing to the user. In this case, I've sent the email invitation. So this is actually the same email that the users I had invited for looking into those files will get the same email invitation. So I actually know that it has gone to them. I can also see who it's been sent to which users. Let's see what's happened in Activity Center. Just click on the icon and you will see what activities has been done lately on which files. And I can just click them and open the files. I can also open up the folder where my offline files are directly. OneDrive Admin Center. If you log on to the Office 365 portal, you can find it in your admin centers and OneDrive. As you can see the link below, you can also go directly to admin.onedrive.com. So when you're in the portal, you have some possibilities to define how the users are able to share stuff with internal users and external users. You also have settings for SharePoint and another for OneDrive. So you can actually permit them to use for anonymous users. You have also possibility when you're doing a share from the website, what is going to be the default sharing link. And this should actually be internal. I would recommend to. You can set expiration on anonymous links. You also have a sync possibility to actually remove the sync button from the web page, and also blocking specific file types for synchronizing. Then we have the storage tab. Here you can set the default storage limit for a user. The old maximum storage before was 1 terabyte. That's actually 5 terabytes today if you have an E3 and E5 license. So you can change the default storage for that one if you want them to be 5 terabytes from the beginning. This will only change the new users or new provisioning OneDrives, not the current active ones. You can also control the access from where you can access OneDrive or SharePoint. So you can actually specify specific IP addresses where where you only will be able to access the OneDrive from. You also have the possibility to set policies for mobile apps. If you're running MAM or Intune settings from within Azure, this will override those settings you're actually putting in here. You also have the compliance tab, and this is actually just a bunch of links that will send you to the security and compliance center. But a lot of stuff with DLP and e-discovery. You also have the notifications tab that you will get email notifications when external users accept invitations to access files. This was the latest news on the OneDrive for Business. If you have been in the preview, your client will be automatically updated to GA version. See you all in the next episode.